Why hello there, warriors and weirdos. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'm bringing you another double Aurora reaction where we'll check out the songs When the Dark Dresses Lightly as well as Dreams off of Aurora's most recent album. And we're actually going to be checking out two live performances today, which is going to break up some of the, flow of reactions we've done, because the most recent Aurora reaction I did was to two songs also off the most recent record, but music videos, and we all know how good Aurora is live, so I'm excited to hear her new stuff performed live, because her new stuff is so vastly different than what we heard initially in the Aurora journey on this channel. It has a different character. It forces Aurora into a different, almost mindset seemingly when she's performing. And I would just like to see that happen live. So I'm super excited to jump into this today. But before we do, let's please thank Conrad the Joyful for making this request. And honestly, when this thing randomizes the moniker there, sometimes it gives you a random one that doesn't make sense. Conrad is a very joyful man, so very apt for today. Appreciate you, Conrad, as always. Thank you for your dedication. Now, let's jump in. The dark dressing lightly. Right now I'm the dark dressing darkly.
In my heart for so long, guess I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. It's
so different when you get these, it's like a chorus without like excessive strings like we're normally accustomed to, because it shifts the focus from melody to rhythm and feel. Dun 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 dun. It's all in the feel. Let's see. It's like music. It's music like built for dance almost.
Guess I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't.
And the way she's breaking up this phrase. And this is more standard Aurora.
Always perfectly fine to breathe the hurt that's gonna die.
I love how dynamic these songs are.
Let us dance to our sorrow, make amends. There's so much you still don't know.
No.
My dear, we're going deep now. All this fear is contagious. Now we're here. Let our glasses overflow. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know.
Yeah. Chills through my body.
Always perfectly fine to breathe the hurt that's gonna die.
And I'm just like putting together the pieces of the lyrics in that chorus. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. So the knife in the heart right? When you get stabbed, when somebody hurts your feelings or breaks your heart, we feel the pain. That's the initial like insertion, but eventually we hope to remove it, right? To remove it, once you do, it bleeds out a little bit more. You let out those emotions and that anger and the sadness and all of the shame and pain and anything you may feel. You take it out, the blood pours, and eventually it kind of closes up, right? And scabs over and heals. And maybe there's a scar after the fact, but you're past it now. And you'll have that memory, but it won't be as painful anymore. But if you keep the knife in the heart and you don't remove it, then of course that entire process cannot happen, and it's now bottled inside, because when you could have spoken up for yourself, you decided not to. You decided to wait, and sort of preventing that healing process from occurring. And it happens all the time, often in subconscious ways. I feel like people don't necessarily go out of their way to keep the knife in their heart, but inadvertently this happens a lot.
Breathe a heart that's gonna die. Oh, let me feel it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let me feel it. Louder, 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 to the water, by the floodgates are wide open, and the tide pulling on to. Let me feel it, let me feel it, let me feel it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I was getting emotional at the end there. That was so pretty. With the lights, with the dancing, with the intensity, and that final scream out. Let's listen to that again.
To the water, by the floodgates are wide open, and the tide pulling on to. Let me feel it, let me feel it, let me feel it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I love it. I know people may have like their preferences for older Aurora music, newer Aurora music. I think something that we can all appreciate is everything that Aurora has ever performed, it's with her heart. She is putting herself out there on the line, her heart on the line all the time in front of us, and her bravery needs to be commended out of everything, because as an artist, right, with such an immense following and impact on the lives of others, there is this maybe often undersold pressure that they can feel. And, you know, I don't know this to be the case for Aurora. I'm just making more of a general statement here. But there is an obligation some artists can feel to continue to produce the same similar kind of sound of old, because that's what people found them for. And if they deviate away or too distant from where they were, it disenfranchises potentially a large percentage of that audience. But if you're a fan of the person more so than the music, and the music is still something important to be a fan of, but if you believe in Aurora, her message, there's beauty in everything. And for me, I just happen to also love this music too, so it works out for me. At the moment, I'm in two minds about which one do I prefer, which one would I listen to more, because right now I'm having such a fun time discovering the newer, more contemporary version of Aurora. But once I get through the entire rabbit hole and hear everything that she has on the record, then I will come back with a more matured take. But for now, I'm enjoying this ride. Let's keep going. This frequency keeps you there. And the harmonies. It's a beautiful chord progression. Underneath that beautiful Aurora medley.
I've needed so much with nothing to touch, floating from earth. Another bridge bird, a mother concern, come back to the world in my dreams. Everything's more quiet than here in my dreams.
Oh my God. Oh, this is making me emotional today. I love these lyrics.
Come back to the world.
Let's just go back to the beginning of when she starts singing.
Thing to touch.
Because these lyrics are...
I've needed so much with nothing to touch, floating from earth.
floating. Ah, wow.
Another bridge bird, a mother concern, come back to the world in my dreams. Everything's more quiet than here in my dreams. Everything I feel disappears.
Oh. And the dancing. I've needed to, dude, it's like you've needed everything from the world, and for whatever reason, you're unable to get it, unable to feel that love, and you just float away. You feel disconnected. You burn bridges, lose relationships. Your parents are concerned. Come back to the world, though. Just no matter what, don't depart. Don't be gone from this world, whatever that may mean to you. Be here with us, because it's better if you're here and we can work on things together than to be away for any extended period of time. And then the line, in my dreams, what did she say exactly? Let me pull up the lyrics. Another bridge burned, a mother concerned, come back to the world. In my dreams, everything's more quiet than here. In my dreams, everything I feel disappears. Right? When you go away from all of the painful realities into the dreamscape, you are able to suppress and not feel those things. It's quiet. Truly, it is. But it's also void of emotion at the same time. And it's painful to feel often. And you don't often want to feel either. I totally get that, because you can reliably predict this thing is going to feel terrible. And I would rather just be in my happy place. And I felt that.
The night became new, and out of it grew a hymn of pearl.
Hymn of the Pearl.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to
Wow,
me.
dude, she gets it.
Don't lie to a girl.
Don't self-deceive. Don't pretend like it's all good.
Were forgiven. I abandoned your religion, and I knew that I would never come back.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
So tired and so aimless, I traveled through the darkness, so my path would be impossible to track. In my dreams, everything's more quiet than here. In my dreams, everything I feel disappears.
Dude, the harmonies. It's angels. Angels.
Take my body and my poems and repeat them like you own them, like the arrow and the willow we open.
Did you hear the chord progression and the guitar just change?
Take my body and my poems and repeat them like you own them, like the arrow.
That right there, right there.
We open.
Oh,
Let the mothers and the daughters climb out of the waters like the needle and the cockroach. Women.
that major modulation. Oh my god.
In my dreams, in my dreams, everything's more quiet than here.
Dude,
In my dreams, in my dreams, everything I feel disappears.
mm. I can't explain just how beautiful that is better than what you just heard. From the lyrics, melody, the dancing. There's lines there that I didn't unpack, but I wanted to. When your shadows were forgiven, I abandoned your religion. And I knew that I would never come back. So tired and so aimless, I traveled through the darkness so my path would be impossible to track. When your shadows were forgiven, I abandoned your religion. That's the one line I'm not as well aware of. Maybe it's hinting at like the hypocrisy that sometimes people can perceive in religion when you are forgiven for, let's say, a wrongdoing, and you witness that forgiveness as a fault, a fatal flaw of religion, and therefore you abandon it. And I knew that I would never come back, but I became so tired and so aimless, I traveled through the darkness so my path would be impossible to track. I would rather be unknown. I would rather people not know about what I'm up to, where I'm at, how I'm feeling, and I will obfuscate my my emotions to the world so that nobody can read me well. And I don't have to be within the bounds of institutional belief, potentially, with the idea of religion coming in here. But then even immediately preceding that, to be honest, I can read that too. The night became new, and out of it grew a hymn of the pearl. A hymn, usually you hear those sung in churches. Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to the world, don't lie to a girl. Yeah, this whole idea of you have these emotions and you tell everybody it's fine when it's not really fine, that, whole Katy Perry quote. But this is just a thing that people do very commonly because there is a fear of being rejected by those who we share our true selves with. It's a very understandable fear. We are social creatures at the end of the day. But the problem is when you don't share yourself, you will never actually learn if people like you or not, because you're not trusting them to. If you do share yourself with others and they reject you or they chastise you or make you feel worse, well, that's not a good thing, but in a sense it is, because then you know they're not good for you anyways. Would you rather pretend like they're good for you when you know they're not, or just know that they're not and then move on, right? But it's hard because you're the one to live. You're the one who has to live with yourself for the rest of your life, and dealing with the self is the hardest thing ever. But don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the world. Don't lie to a girl, because the moment that you start gaslighting yourself, convincing yourself of other realities, everybody else by proxy is also being deceived too, because now you're existing in a fabricated world. And there's nothing wrong in dreaming, but we have to be careful that our dreams don't become delusions or machinations of the mind that draw us away from love and connection rather than towards it. Learn my body and my poems and repeat them like you own them. Like the arrow and the willow, we all bend. Wow. Let the mothers and the daughters climb out of the waters like the needle and the cockroach we mend. Yeah, that's the healing, right? Learn my body and my poems. Let me recite them to you. Let me tell you about who I am. And repeat them back to me. Tell me that you know who I am. Confirm what I've told you. Make sure that we both understand that we both understand, right? It's a little pedantic, and at times it can feel a little bit like redundant. Like, why are we explaining to each other, like in an interpersonal conflict? Why are we explaining to each other what we think we understand about the situation to the other person when we're just already stating it explicitly? But in communication, in being vulnerable, you have to almost, like, at least for me, the way I work is I have to kind of over explain anything, and I have to like make sure that in communication I have all of the specifics that I want, so that the questions in my mind are addressed. And those come from insecurities, but if those thoughts do occur to me, I would rather bring them up and have that discourse than to keep it inside and let it fester, because that would be one of my fatal flaws, is keeping emotions bottled up inside and improperly dealing with that, and then not resolving those feelings in a timely manner, These songs, they're so good. I'm so down, obviously, to react to anything Aurora, but send me something new, send me something old, send me interviews. I'm down. This is so good. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction today. It was a pleasure listening alongside you. I will catch you in the next one.